For those of you that don't know me, I'm Lee Chamberlain. I am a science diver and I'm actively involved in nautical archaeology. I was a physical science major in college. The one thing that I want to talk to you about is wilderness survival. And if you're going to travel in areas such as this, then you need to be prepared. Vehicles break down, you pop two tires, you get separated, or you walk up into a dead-end canyon land. Well, I didn't walk up. This is supposed to be the entrance I was going to use to get somewhere. But what I'm saying is that when you travel in the desert, or whether you travel in the mountains, the backcountry, one of the well-organized trails, you need to think about what will happen if you get lost, or if there's an emergency, you lose your gear. And normally I don't make recommendations of any kind, but I am going to recommend this thing because I know it works. And there are a lot of people that follow me on the internet, and how they do it is by going to a web page that is created by owning this device. It's called Spot. It's a satellite personal messenger system. You can send out an I'm okay message, a need help message, a tracking. A personal message is also now something that you can add on there. You also have a feature for SOS, and you also have a feature for 911. I think it's well worth the money spent. Basically, the unit cost you about 150 bucks, and then by the time it's all said and done, you probably spend 169 for the insurances and the specialty programs, and they are worth the money, especially if you have to use this thing in the case of an emergency. The other thing I can't stress enough is that whether you have a spot transmitter, cell phone, GPS, whatever, is before you ever leave to go into a remote area, and trust me, where I'm at right now is very remote, be sure to let somebody know where you're going, when you plan to return, and how much time to allow when you are overdue. In my case, it's up to a full 24 hours, and I'm comfortable with that. In a lot of other cases, I would recommend 6 to 12 hours. If you're 6 to 12 hours overdue, 12 hours being probably a good safe rule, then you're doing well. The other thing that I want to stress is when you're out in the woods, and I know people are tired of talking to me, hearing me, would be to invest in a good knife, a good compass. Brunton makes an excellent series. Silva makes an excellent series of compasses. A GPS device, remember, if you use one, you need to carry spare batteries because they do die. Some have a 3-hour continuous battery life and other ones have a full day, but don't rely on what the brochure says. The one thing that I like to carry is 3 liters of water. It sounds like a lot, but in the desert you need a gallon of water a day. That's 128 ounces. And some type of shelter. And I tell people, invest in a nylon poncho or a good tarp, a good lightweight nylon tarp, not one of those polyethylene things. Carry at least 50 feet of cord. You might want to throw in some energy bars. But anytime you're into an area like this, and I know this is going to sound very melodramatic, you should plan for the worst and hope for the best. It's sort of sad to say that, but it's really easy to get turned around. In fact, out here, I've gotten turned around quite a bit, and primarily because of stone walls. But anyway, Josh, I hope you're listening to this, and I hope this satisfies what you want. Instead of setting up a bunch of gear and stuff like that, I'm going to post a bunch of things on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can see how to make emergency shelter. I'm in a no-fire zone, so trying to make a fire for you is out of the question. But anyway, remember one thing. Your survival is not dependent upon technology. Your survival is how you educate yourself in areas of land navigation, emergency shelter, fire building, what things to take, what things not to take. Walking sticks and a poncho make an excellent overnight shelter, by the way. So with that, and leaving y'all with the thought, remember the word Nemapu. A friend of mine told it to me years ago. It means to learn, to live, to survive. So, have a great day. I'm out here in the desert in Southern California, and if you're following me on the internet, you know where I'm at. I'm in the Salton Sea Basin. Actually, I'm in what was the Cahuilla Basin, and for 900 years it was underwater. So, have a great day, and be safe, and be kind to each other. Doesn't hurt, doesn't cost a thing. You'll be surprised how much you'll get in return. Later.